Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Please remember to flip the energies as you see fit, okay, guys? Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. I don't choose the storyline, the Holy Spirit does. I don't choose the cards to come out, the Holy Spirit does, okay? All right. And please know that these readings are timeless here, regardless if you're seeing this and it came out a year ago, weeks ago, months ago. The Holy Spirit feels like you're in a season to be receptive of the message or be a messenger to someone else in his name, okay? Feel free to check out our Zodiac, our collective Zodiac channel, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. That link is in the description box as well, okay? That way you can check out your moon, your rising, you know, if Capricorn is not your sun sign, all right? This is a Capricorn and Chosen One channel. And this is a love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node Capricorns and Chosen Ones, all right? Okay, Holy Spirit. What do they need to see? Know. What does my Capricorns and Chosen Ones need to see and know at this time? All right, so we have shadow side, moon, the dark night. So somebody could be going through a dark night of the soul, all right? And could be working towards coming into some sort of union, but not just any union. Like, this is a part of someone's purpose here. Like, this is North Node energy. Yeah, so you may want to check your birth charts just to see what your North Node is, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that the person is going to be the sign of that North Node, but basically your North Node, that's the thing you came here to do. It's your karmic mission, your pathway, if you will, okay? So you just finding out what that is for yourself and reading up on what that could be for you could just help you, okay? We have stability, harmony, and flow. So this is about going through your spiritual awakening. And not just any spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening that has everything to do with your North Node and this union. There's a union here that has something to do with your purpose. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Meaning, you know, chosen ones have doubles and triple missions here. And you know, and in some cases, you know, you might be doing those missions all alone. God is not like that. So, like, you may have two missions that you are specifically doing just on your own. But then you have another mission that God has assigned you a partner for, but not just any partner, a divine partner, your divine counterpart. And in some instances, for some people that have them, twin flames. Okay, and you guys know there's multiple different types of twin flames. Not every twin flame is contracted to be married, okay? Because the goal and purpose of a twin flame journey is for that of self-love, all right? So in some cases, it can just be strictly for that. In other cases, this could just be your divine counterpart. It doesn't even have to be a twin. But also, in order to be a twin too, you do have to be a chosen one, okay? So some of my chosen ones here, you are a twin flame in this lifetime. So this is about you receiving guidance from your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones of love and light, right? Because we do have those that are not. And so it's just being mindful of that, okay? Because they're trying to guide you to your wish fulfillment for the thing, and you know, your stability in whatever way, shape, or form. You know, Capricorns don't play about stability in any way, shape, or form. Not just money. Anything that a person needs stability, especially when it comes to your most basic needs. Absolutely. Now, I feel like that's just kind of anybody. I don't think anybody just wants to be out here willingly struggling. You know, but also at the same time, depending on what the mission is and depending on what you got to go through in order for you to complete the mission and then learn what you got to do so you can apply the knowledge to fulfill the mission, it ain't pretty sometimes. Okay, and sometimes you are suffering. Let's just call a spade a spade. So, like, for those of you guys that talk to spirits, talk to them, okay? don't give a fuck if you around other people and they like, oh my gosh, you talk to spirits. Oh my gosh, you see them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bitch, I do. And you ought to talk to them too. Because you over here grieving that you done lost your baby over here. Your baby right in front of you. But because you not practicing your gifts, you can't talk to them. Okay? Don't allow anybody to make you feel bad. Listen, because North Node then came out with this ace energy, this water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Okay, this could be in your chart. It doesn't have to be. This is just the energy here. This is what a lot of y'all supposed to be doing. This is where your fulfillment is. If you feel like you are unhappy as fuck, check to see if you are in your North Node. Are you using your gifts, your spiritual gifts, or are you conforming to what other people want you to do? Okay, that's a tall tale sign. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes God's going to ask us to do some things that we're not so happy about. Like I had to deliver a message and I didn't want to deliver the message. But God, and I asked God, to get somebody else to do it. I asked if he could please get somebody else to do it. He said no, and I just didn't want to do it, but I did it. I did it. I can't, as a messenger, I can't pick and choose what message I want to deliver. So it's like, we not going to always be happy with what God is asking us to do. It's for a reason, right? And God could have asked somebody to do something. They didn't do it here. And they in deep regret. Okay. And this is whoever you was partnered up with. Or you are partnered up with them for some of you guys. And you may not know this or you didn't tell them. Make sure you put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Flip the energies as you see fit. Okay. And if it don't fit, don't make it fit. Check another reading or check your other placement on Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. Okay. It's plenty of readings and those readings are timeless over there as well. There was a lot of chemistry and passion here, but somebody fucked it up. And don't get me wrong, people gonna get into arguments. But it's like somebody knowingly fucked it up. Like, knowingly dropped the ball. Like, somebody was like, oh, let me drop this ball willingly. Because, well, why? Why did somebody willingly do that? Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, our Lord Savior, why did somebody... Expectations. Self-worth, expectations, comfort zone. Somebody wanted to stay in their south node. So look, you have your north node and you have your south node. Your south node, a lot of times talks about your past life. Okay, but and also too, what you're most comfortable with. What you're okay doing. And a lot of you guys could be in your south node now because you're comfortable doing this. Also, and your north node forces you to get out your comfort zone, right? From a majority of you guys and things of that nature. But it's not really meant to just stay in your south node, okay? It's meant for you to break out that comfort zone. Still do it if it's working for you in certain aspects, but mainly be in your north node because that's what you came here to do in this lifetime. Okay, whatever that may look like or mean for you. All right. So somebody was very full of themselves and in their comfort zone. Didn't want to change, didn't want to transform, didn't want to listen. Well, whether this was you or whoever you're dealing with, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. And if you want a personal reading, you can feel free to book a personal reading via the website link that's linked in the description box below. If you want to, also, I'm having a Halloween love reading special, okay, for the month of October. You can check the community board for that and how to book a reading for the Halloween special, okay? All right, the community board. But if you want to book another type of reading, go through the website, okay? That link is in the description box. The description box. I said that because I had people ask me, and it's like, did you check the description box for the website? Because as soon as you click on the link, It's going to say tarot or kicking it with life. You want a tarot reading? Click tarot. Read the disclaimer. Click next. You have your list of readings. Book which one you want. The directions are underneath each reading. It's really simple. But don't feel, if you having a technical difficulty, don't feel afraid to reach out, okay? When I'm just saying the most basic of things, check the description box. Everything is labeled. If you want to book a personal reading or a coaching session, if you want to check out or get a oracle deck, if you want to visit the other Zodiac channel, if you want to come on over to Facebook, everything is labeled. All you have to do is read. But if you cannot read, because there are people that are, have different things going on, that's fine. I'm talking about for the ones that just didn't want to read or was trying to get a free reading. Okay? Which I do offer those, or for the ones that the Holy Spirit choose to have those. Okay? The Holy Spirit got to point them out. So, I'll have some people messaging me, card fail. I'll have some people messaging me, y'all. Like, what do you do? How can I get a, there? Thank you, Holy Spirit. They'll message me talking about some, can I get a reading? Of course you can get a reading. At all of my readings, I say you get a personal reading. I tell you how you can get a personal reading. I tell you where to go to get a personal reading. You was just trying to get a free reading. The audacity. Okay? And we offer free readings, but the Holy Spirit handpicks who he wants to give those readings to. Because remember, I'm not giving opinions here. And if I'm giving an opinion, I'll let you know what my opinion is. The Holy Spirit, you have to realize how much of an honor this is. Receiving messages from the Holy Spirit. I'm just the vessel that the Holy Spirit is talking through. Okay? I'm just one of the vessels that the Holy Spirit is talking through. So the Holy Spirit is taking the time to talk to you guys through me as one of the vessels. So really, when people do that, you're gypping God. And I'm talking to the ones that know, not the ones that where it's unintended. Okay? Because I've never sat here and talked about this, even on my other channel. So for me to talk about this here, God really wanted me to point this out. Do not try us. All right, so we have trust in divine, and that's what could have happened with some of you guys too. Somebody was trying to play in your face, or you was trying to play in somebody's face. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Okay. Yeah, trust in divine time and growth. But this situation helped you grow. It helped you grow. You had a soul contract, but we just talked about this not too long ago. But the thing is for some of you guys, you didn't have a contract to marry this person, but you did have a contract for this person to teach you different soul lessons. For others of you guys, it was both. Okay. And things are going to come in divine timing if you trust and have faith in the Holy Spirit. Okay. This helped a lot of you guys to see your self-worth. All right. Receive. So I'm telling you, whatever you've been praying for, asking for, the Holy Spirit, and you are on the better side of karma. Not perfect, but you're on the better side of karma. God also had to teach you how to receive. Because you were such a people pleaser. You were such a over giver. Right? And that you have to learn how to establish boundaries so you don't feel used, so that you don't settle, so that you don't, and then somebody else had to learn how to stop taking advantage of people, how to stop using people, how to stop, how to actually care about how other people will feel before they did some fuck shit. Right? Because it's given like somebody wanted to throw a rock and hide a hand. You want to do the fuck shit that you do, but you don't want to take accountability for the fuck shit that you do. You don't want to face the consequences for the fuck shit that you do. It's like you don't want anybody to hold you to any form of standards. And this caused a lot of disharmony. Whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with that was like that. This caused a lot of triggers because who the fuck want to deal with that? People already have flaws. Everybody has flaws. This is why nobody is perfect and nobody ever will be unless, till Jesus makes his rearrival. So it's like, I don't know, somebody had somebody fucked up. That's just what I'm getting here. Somebody has somebody fucked up. It's giving grooming. It's giving slave. Facade change. So this is very sad. I heard that somebody grew up in this a lot. So for those that this applies to, I just heard that somebody grew up in a household where they were groomed. And this is very sad, by the way. This is why you're not responsible for the pain that was caused in your childhood. You are responsible for your healing as an adult. That's why it's so important to heal. And that can be hard too, right? Because a lot of times people don't want to face their demons. But you don't want to keep dealing with the same shit over and over again. Right? So beliefs. Somebody has to switch their mindset. Somebody's beliefs is fucked up because of their fucked up childhood. I mean, it's not funny. It's really sad. But it's like somebody has to heal that. And nobody can force you to heal. You have to choose to. Okay. This is a trigger warning. This is a trigger warning. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Okay. For the example that just came to mind. I just heard that for some of you guys, some of the people that you were with, whether this was a situationship, poly, monogamy, committed, whatever. And no, this does not condone any form of mistreatment or anything. This may just give you some closure or give you the answers to the reason why. Although, again, it does not condone. The example that I have here is somebody being molested as a kid. Like I'm hearing 24/7, unfortunately, by a family member, a neighbor, whatever, whoever the predator. And they thought that this is what love was. Because remember what that can do and how your body can respond. But that doesn't mean that you like the person. Your body's just naturally responding to something that God created. It's just you have a predator that's taking advantage, which is wrong on all levels. This is like that happening, right? And that's a violation. It's a violation of boundaries because no means no. I don't care how much clothes you have on or don't have on. No means no in all forms. Okay? But this is somebody that didn't respect no. This is somebody that actually threatened, hey, if you tell, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to you or your family or whatever things may be, right? So this is somebody that had to endure an incredible, unforeseeable amount of pain and suffering and thought God forgot about them, whatever the case may be, right? And they grew up, because remember, when a child is born, your first teachers are your parents or your caregivers. So mind you, whoever grew up in this dynamic thought that this is what love is and thought that this is how you treat people because nobody corrected it for them. And I'm hearing in some cases when they did try to tell, nobody wanted to believe them. Or they had the family where things were like, shh, keep it in the family. Or they had that, like I said, they had the type of parents or a household or a caregiver where it was like, shh, keep it in the family. That's why it's so important to heal. That's why chosen ones are not better than anybody. Well, this is the real job of a chosen one. Getting that bullshit out of there. Because why the fuck would you keep that bullshit in the family? So whoever unfortunately endured that as a kid, right? They didn't heal that. And again, no, it's no excuse. So that's like They got violated. Nobody listened to their boundaries. They never learned boundaries. They never learned what real love is. Only conditioned love. Oh, I'm going to only love you if you only bring home good grades. Oh, I'm going to only love you if you do X, Y, and Z, right? That's not God's love. God's love is unconditional. That don't mean unconditional. That doesn't mean unconditionally tolerating bullshit. No. Unconditional love, not conditioned love. Somebody had the wrong program. That's like having an Apple laptop and Apple saying, okay, we need you to it's time for a iOS 17, 18 update, right? But you use a Microsoft Windows update software and upload that to the Apple laptop. No. It's like, no. But then this person is wondering why their laptop is fucking up. They wonder why every time they type a paper, this shit go missing. Or they wonder every time they're trying to use their internet, the screen keep closing out. It can't hold up. It's inconsistent. Sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it's not. You don't know when it's gonna work and work perfectly, but not perfectly work good for you, or when it's gonna tap out, right? Somebody had the complete wrong programming due to having unhealed caregivers, unhealed parents. And because whoever grew up with this fuck shit, because they did not heal this, you endured a lot of that. And no, it does not condone. Okay? This is why it's like somebody now has to heal so that they can flush out that Microsoft Windows software and upload the iOS 17, 18, whatever is needed to their, hard drive. This example. What you guys get, I'm trying, we trying to put this in as much 3D terms as possible, okay? Child. So it's like, it's not funny. So it's like going back to it's the example that's funny. So because the Holy Spirit just said, okay, so going back to the example, so that means the person that's an Apple laptop, right, and that has that Microsoft Windows update in it, it's malfunctioning. So basically, you were with somebody that was malfunctioning. You didn't really get to know them. You really don't know who they are. They don't know who they are because they have the wrong programming. Does that make sense? And so until they heal, which you are not obligated to wait on anybody to heal, baby. And they are not obligated to wait on you. Okay, we talking about outside of marriage. Okay. Now, if you just so happen to be sick, because healing takes time. This took time to happen and build. So healing takes time to unlearn, uncondition, reparent, right? Okay, to flush out that Microsoft hardware drive, right? Like LimeWire. Y'all remember LimeWire? Y'all remember how many viruses LimeWire would cause? And we had to flush out our laptops and stuff, right? Because it was causing our laptops to malfunction, have glitches, and all the rest of that stuff. The virus videos, right? They kept popping up. We was trying to search stuff. So we had to take our laptops to either the Geek Squad, or we could do it ourselves if we bought some hardware to purge the shit out. Right? So we may have had to upload then a virus protector. What was that? Newton's or something like that. And I mean, just aside from this, on a very serious note, that's what happens to a lot of people that experience trauma. You need a rewiring, you need a reprogramming in a 3D sense. But in spiritual sense, we call it healing. And you can't put a time limit on healing, because what may take one person 6 months to heal may take another person 2 or 3 years. And that's okay. The point is taking the baby steps to do it. But somebody didn't do it. And that doesn't mean that it has to stay that way, because people change. People do. People change. People can transform. But the problem is that they have to choose to do it. Nobody can force them to do it. They have to do it. Why? Because they are the ones that have to address their demons. They are the ones that have to do the unlearning. They are the ones that have to do the reprogramming. They are the ones that have to learn the new tools and operate through those new tools. So they're not operating out of the tools that didn't serve them any good, that put them in the hole, the hell hole that they were in. You know, you can't make the decisions for them. They have to do that. You could be a support system, definitely. Hey, do you need a ride to your life coach appointment today? Do you need a ride to, your dance class? Because, dancing can be healing, a healthy coping skill. You can be a support system in that way. Hey, do you need me to help go over certain CBT skills with you? Whatever that may look like. All right, Holy Spirit. Cycles. So keep going through the same thing. Wake up call, break the cycle, positive change. Yeah. So somebody, either you or whoever you're dealing with, keeps going through the same cycle, and they have to realize that making a difference, you got to make that change. Okay. You gotta get in the mirror. Okay. Get like Mike and make that change, okay? Because it's not doing you any good to not do it. Slow to commit. A boss will take care of you only once one woman attracted to you. Okay? So basically, they want you to stop giving up. It's like somebody has to take accountability. Nobody wants to be with a manipulator. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's controlling. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's a cheater. Nobody wants to be with somebody that can't hold their disciplines and can't protect their unions. Nobody wants to be with anybody that's emotionally immature. Nobody wants to be with anybody that's a cheater. Nobody wants to be with anybody that's a liar. Nobody wants to be with anybody that doesn't love God unless you're satanic. Nobody wants to be with anybody that can't take shit seriously when it's time. That's not reliable. That's not dependable. And don't nobody want to deal with nobody that can't take accountability for their bullshit. So if you do that and you wondering why don't nobody want to be around you, you wondering why you can't get nobody serious, you wondering why you don't got real love, check yourself. We're not talking about the ones that know they offer God's love. We're talking about the ones that's a menace to society, but they're wondering why they're getting so much karma, bad karma. You need to take self-inventory, bruh. You need to take self-inventory, sis. You need to take self-inventory, non-binary. Unless you just want to keep getting that ass tapped by Lucifer and the Holy Spirit. Because everything got to go past the Holy Spirit. God got to sign off on all the papers. Here come a demon. Hey, God, I want to go fuck up this person's life. I want to go do this to them. I want to go do that to them. Can I go do that? God's like, well, I bet, just don't kill him. Then it's like, okay, for this one, hey, I want to come touch that. No, that's my chosen one there. Don't touch not my anointed one. All right, Dad. All right. You can do you. I'm gonna allow you to do this because this can help them. And I'm gonna bring them out of that. Okay, bet. Let's go clown on them. Y'all, I'm cracking myself with this. These examples be funny. But I'm hearing that's how it kind of is. Like, So, I guess I'm on fire, y'all. It's hot. Ooh, new car, who this? New job, who this? New house, who this? Okay. You guys got a level up coming. and somebody gonna be mad about it. Oh well. New car, leveling up, making money, new career, financially stable. Okay, listen. Somebody got a sneaky link. So it's like you leveling up, and whoever had the sneaky link, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Somebody's leveling up because of the bullshit that they went through unnecessarily. And somebody finna get the worst karma of their life because they played around knowingly several times, emotionally and maturely. Yep, money issues, I'm telling you. So somebody, if they thought they was popping in, they finna be struggling now. And not because God want them to, because they tried to play. Look at this. Somebody was either already married and decided to have a sneaky link. For some of you guys, you were the sneaky link. For others, so they had another sneaky link. And for some of you guys, somebody was a proud sneaky link. For some people's cases, the third party knew. In other cases, the third party didn't know. But the fact that there even still was a third party, particularly in a monogamous, if you have a consensual open marriage, that's different. If you have a consensual open relationship, that's different. It's consensual. Both parties are involved. Both parties are in an agreement. Okay? You know, if you have a poly connection, then you have to define, okay, what type of poly connection do you have? There's multiple different types. And then once you decide on what that is, all parties involved have to agree and consent to, okay, I want to do this. I'm in agreement with the rules. I'm in agreement with the boundaries. And then, you know, you have to have the loyalty and the trust there that it's going to continue. And then, okay, if you have like a family meeting, hey, can we change this boundary? Hey, can we, you know, to see what can stay the same or whatnot. But somebody didn't do that. Somebody didn't do that. Look, it says someone is married, already tied the knot, entangled. So even if the person wasn't married, it's like being in another committed relationship and the other person doesn't want an open relationship. But because of that, it's like instead of just breaking up with the person so you can be single and talk to somebody else freely, somebody kept the other person while still trying to talk to somebody else. Ain't that selfish? Ain't that cruel? Ain't that mean? Somebody was already in a commitment somewhere else. And instead of telling the truth, they made somebody the third party. They put somebody in a third party situation. Somebody wasn't honest about this. Somebody told you that the door was clear, made you, or you made somebody feel like you were available. Somebody made somebody feel like they were open, available, but they really weren't. They already were either in a committed relationship, monogamous, or they were in a poly connection. And I know one of the poly connections, I don't remember the terminology, which you're able to have a meta, right? Things of that nature. But also at the same time, it's like you're still mindful. You still have some sort of boundaries. You still have some sort of regulations to keep order, right? But that's just like you dealing with people that are not respecting that. You never tolerate disrespect, right? Especially to your union, whether it's monogamy or poly. But that's what the problem was here. Somebody lied. Somebody wasn't honest. Somebody was making decisions based off an illusion, whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with here. Dang. So now somebody's heartbroken. Somebody was heartbroken because of the lies, and somebody's heartbroken because they told the lies. Somebody's being forced to send their own shit. And the sun coming out, confirmation, something you saw, painful, heart hurting, sad, depressed. Yep. And now they sitting there wondering why they rejected. But it's like, are you taking accountability for the bullshit that you do? Again, because nobody wants to be. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So it's hard. What I'm hearing is that for some of you guys, whether this is you or whoever you're dealing with, depending upon what side of the story you're on, whoever that grew up in that traumatic household and didn't heal, that's like, because they didn't heal, they are unable to see some of their wrongs. They're able to, I'm hearing to see, I'm hearing they're able to see some with the parts of themselves that they didn't heal, that they think is normal, is not normal, but they need like a therapist or a life coach or a mentor to tell them like, hey, no, honey, that was abuse that you grew up with. That was not love. That's what I'm saying. It's really sad because what I'm hearing is no, this does not condone anything. What I'm also hearing is that somebody grew up watching their parent constantly get cheated on. Somebody grew up watching their parent be married and also having other people around. So they thought that this was okay. And know that this is not okay. You have to be honest and upfront. And you have to allow people to make their decisions based upon the honesty. But if you are in a marriage and you don't have an open marriage, both consent, and you didn't let God know this, you know, things that you have to protect your unions, even the monogamous connection. If you want to talk to other people, you need to be single. Let your partner know. Your partner may say, you know what, I want to talk to other people too. We can stay together. We can just have an open relationship. And then you set boundaries and, you know, have some sort of protocol in place to keep peace and healthiness in the relationship. That's fine. But you were honest. You allow parties to make decisions based off of truth and clarity and not an illusion. But somebody didn't do that. Somebody chose to keep somebody in the dark with lies, and they made decisions based upon lies here. But they're wondering why they're sitting in their bullshit. You have to look at what the fuck you did. You have to take self-inventory. Separation, split, or time apart. We need a break from each other. Hell yeah. Don't nobody want to deal with this bullshit. That's not marriage material. If you're a cheater, you're not marriage material. If you're a liar, if you're not dependable, if you're not reliable, you're not marriage material. If you are a gaslighter, a manipulator, a controller, you like to cause pain, grief, and suffering to people on purpose, you're not marriage material. Now, don't get me wrong. You may have somebody that, you know, enjoys pain and suffering on a sick level. And I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks. And they may call that love, but that's not God's love. But don't sit up here and get with somebody that wants loyalty, honesty, faithfulness. They love God, okay? You know, they're not perfect. They're not holier than thou. You know, they love respect and they want to respect other people. You know, they want consistency, all right? Reciprocation. That's marriage material. But somebody's wondering why somebody don't want them. Nobody wants to be with a person that's emotionally immature. Not perfect, emotionally immature. What the fuck are you doing? Heal. Worth the wait. Divine timing manifesting. True love is coming sooner than you think. Look, listen. We had this here twice. Divine timing. Stop playing. Forever love, trust. This is the one. Spiritual connection, contentment, putting in the effort. Allowing access, open. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. I have nothing to hide. So I'm telling you, this was a spiritual connection. For some of you guys, this was your twin. For others of you guys, this was your divine counterpart. I mean, still. But they fucked up because they didn't heal where it really counted. Of course, we're going to be constantly healing to the day we die. But it's like they didn't heal the parts of themselves that were really needed to keep and maintain a healthy connection in any form. Friendship-wise, love-wise, you know, parent-child-wise. And it's sad because now they're in this suffering energy because the truth has been revealed. Somebody wasn't grateful for you when they had you. And the shit wasn't built off a good foundation. It wasn't built on anything that could last. Any connection that's built off of lies, only sex, it doesn't have God in it, you know, no reciprocity, no respect, right? It's nothing but abuse. that shit gonna crumble faster than the wolf can come and blow your house down, child. But if you have something and it's built on God, it's built on loyalty, it's built on honesty, it's built on faithfulness, it's built on trustworthiness, it's built on reciprocity, consistency, reliability, dependability. Okay? It's built on real unconditional love. Now that's the ingredients for some solid foundation. And that is the ingredients to help a connection stand the test of time. Because any connection is going to have their ebbs and flows. It's what it's built on that's going to determine if the connection is going to last or not when those times hit. Right? Just like when the architectures get ready to build a house or a storefront or whatever the case is, they have to map that out first, right? They have to, draw it out, okay, what's the equipment that we need to build this first level to make sure that it sticks, because anything they build on top of that, they have to make sure that it can not only stand, but stand when the elements of weather come through too, harder than other times as well when we have those storms. Somebody's connection was not built on solid ground enough to where when a conflict happened, it easily crumbled. So somebody need to ask themselves, what was your connection based off of? You wonder why it didn't last. It don't matter what side of the story you're on. You might want to ask yourself that. Somebody didn't have healthy boundaries in their connection. Somebody wasn't respecting the boundaries in the connection. And of course, nobody's connection is going to be perfect in any way, shape, or form. Parent-child, romantic, friendship. It's how you handle the conflicts that matter when they occur. Okay? And there's a difference between flaws and abuse. There's a difference between flaws and abuse. One more time. There's a difference between flaws and abuse. Abuse is not love. Abuse is not love. Abuse is not love. And if you're sitting there crying and you wondering why do they keep calling me out my name, or they keep hitting me, or they keep disrespecting my boundaries? Baby, that's not love. But I love them. That's all right. You can love them. But that may not be a healthy environment or person to be around at this time, because they can't give you what you deserve. But then you wondering why you sad. Are you settling? These are just some questions for you to ask yourself. What does God have to say? Did you talk to God? God don't tell us what we want to hear, right? God tells us what we need to hear. So, a lot of you guys were nurturers and they missed that, or vice versa. And, God is asking for you to have compassion. Not condone any form of mistreatment. Compassion on where it came from. I'm hearing the root cause. But that's just to help you learn as to why certain things happen the way that they did. That doesn't mean that it's condoned and for you to ever condone it. In fact, a good way for a person to learn is for you not to condone certain things. No matter what it takes. If you got to leave a situation, hey. And I know sometimes that's not always the easiest because there's certain factors that deal with that. But if you can, and go somewhere safe, do what you got to do, that's healthy and positive for you. Why? Because you make your own decisions, guys. Love you. Peace out. Deuces.